Joel Osteen was born on March the 5th, 1963, in Houston, Texas, into a family grounded in faith and big dreams. He was one of 6 children in a household where faith was not just a practice, but a way of life. His father, John Osteen, had once been a Southern Baptist pastor, but in 1959 he left that tradition to start something new, what would eventually become Lakewood Church. Joel's mother, Dodie, was a steadfast presence, supporting her husband through every challenge. The family experienced both trials and triumphs, including the birth of Joel's sister, Lisa, with disabilities, which strengthened the family's belief in faith and healing. Growing up, Joel witnessed the dedication of his siblings. Lisa became an associate pastor, and his brother, Paul, pursued medicine and missionary work. The household was one where service and faith were intertwined, shaping Joel's understanding of purpose and community. The humble beginnings of Lakewood Church. Lakewood Church began in a modest setting, an old feed store in Houston in May 1959, with just 234 seats. John and Dodie Osteen created a space for people seeking hope, healing, and connection. Over the years, the church grew steadily, drawing thousands by the late 1970s. Joel, however, was not initially drawn to preaching. He was quiet, introspective, and preferred to work behind the scenes. After graduating from Humble High School in 1981, he briefly attended Oral Roberts University to study radio and television, but left after less than a year, feeling a clear sense of direction without the need for formal training. Entering media and shaping the church's vision. In 1982, Joel returned to Houston, not to preach, but to focus on an area where few churches excelled at the time: television. He launched Lakewood's TV ministry from scratch, managing filming, editing, and broadcast scheduling. Over 17 years, he refined the church's message, learning what inspired people, all while staying behind the camera. Joel absorbed lessons from his parents and the ministry's growth, cultivating a unique approach to communication. A defining moment came in 1981, when his mother survived a terminal cancer diagnosis, reinforcing the family's commitment to faith and hope. These experiences prepared Joel for leadership, even if he didn't realize it at the time. Taking the pulpit, Joel repeatedly declined his father's invitations to preach, feeling John was the better messenger. Yet in January 1999, he agreed to deliver a sermon, sharing personal stories and humor in a heartfelt, authentic way. Just days later, John Osteen passed away unexpectedly, leaving the church without a clear successor. Despite initial inexperience, Joel stepped forward, and on June 7, 1999, he was officially installed as Lakewood Church's senior pastor. His first years were marked by rapid growth, with weekly attendance tripling in just 5 years. Joel emphasized positivity, hope, and personal growth in his sermons, blending spiritual guidance with inspiration that resonated with a wide audience. Expansion and the Lakewood Arena. As the congregation outgrew its original sanctuary, Joel envisioned something extraordinary. In 2003, Lakewood signed a 30-year lease on the former Houston Rockets arena, committing millions to its renovation. The arena was transformed into a state-of-the-art worship space, with classrooms, media studios, and a welcoming environment for tens of thousands of congregants. By 2005, the church had fully purchased the building and opened its doors to more than 16,000 attendees, while millions more watched online across over 100 countries. Joel's vision combined media, architecture, and an accessible message to create a global platform for hope and inspiration. Your best life now and the Osteen brand. Joel's message reached beyond the pulpit through his book, Your Best Life Now, published in 2004. The book sold millions of copies worldwide and stayed on bestseller lists for years. His approach, focusing on hope, self-worth, and personal growth, attracted a wide audience. Joel built a brand that included books, speaking events, and online content, reaching millions while emphasizing encouragement and positivity. Together with his wife, Victoria, Joel amassed a significant personal fortune, but he never took a salary from the church itself. Their wealth came largely from media, merchandise, and public appearances, illustrating a model where a spiritual message and business acumen coexisted. Victoria Osteen, partner and leader. Victoria Osteen, whom Joel met in 1985, became an integral part of Lakewood Church and the Osteen brand. With a background in psychology and a family rooted in faith and science, she brought perspective and energy to the ministry. After initially helping behind the scenes, Victoria founded Lakewood's women's ministry in 2003, which grew to touch thousands. She later authored a best-selling book and became a prominent voice in the church's outreach and public presence. Together, Joel and Victoria shaped Lakewood into a dynamic, family-led ministry that blended tradition, media, and personal growth. The next generation, Joel and Victoria's children, Jonathan and Alexandra, grew up within the church's environment, contributing their talents in music and leadership. Jonathan studied film and music production, performing and leading worship services, while Alexandra became a lead vocalist in Lakewood's worship band. Their involvement represents a continuation of the family legacy, blending creativity with ministry to reach younger audiences and expand Lakewood's influence in innovative ways. Theology and approach to ministry. Joel Osteen's theology emphasizes positivity, hope, and living a fulfilling life. His messages often center on gratitude, personal growth, and overcoming challenges, aiming to inspire congregants to reach their potential. Critics sometimes argue that his style emphasizes comfort over traditional Christian teachings of sacrifice and repentance, but many find his approach empowering and uplifting. The church's practices, such as communion and baptism, are maintained, though often framed in ways that are accessible to modern congregants. Joel's focus remains on creating an environment where people feel encouraged, valued, and supported in their spiritual journey. Media strategy and outreach. Lakewood Church's growth has been fueled by Joel's innovative use of media. By appearing on mainstream programs and leveraging social media, Joel reached audiences beyond the church walls. Television broadcasts, online streaming, books, and speaking events have amplified the church's message worldwide. While some critique the allocation of resources toward media and events rather than direct charitable giving, the church's influence and global reach are undeniable. Millions of viewers receive messages of hope and motivation every week, extending Lakewood's impact far beyond Houston. Challenges and public perception. Like any large organization, Lakewood Church has faced scrutiny. Critics have questioned priorities, financial decisions, and the balance between media presence and traditional ministry work. Public perception, particularly during crises, has at times been challenging, highlighting the tension between a growing global brand and the expectations of local community support. Joel and Victoria have consistently emphasized transparency, faith, and service as guiding principles, working to maintain trust while navigating public scrutiny. Legacy and continuing influence. Joel and Victoria Osteen have built a ministry that is both influential and evolving. Their work emphasizes hope, faith, and personal growth, reaching millions across the globe. Their children continue the legacy, bringing creativity and energy to the church's programs. Joel's vision transformed Lakewood from a small Houston congregation into a global platform for inspiration, demonstrating how faith, media, and family leadership can intersect to create a powerful movement. Despite challenges, the Osteen family remains committed to uplifting others, using their platform to encourage people to live positively and embrace hope in their lives. Looking ahead, as Lakewood Church continues to evolve, its focus on media, community, and personal growth positions it uniquely among modern ministries. Joel and Victoria's approach blends tradition with innovation, offering messages of encouragement that resonate worldwide. Their story, from a small Houston family to leading one of the most recognized churches globally, is a testament to perseverance, faith, and vision. While the church faces ongoing challenges and scrutiny, the foundation of hope, family, and commitment to uplifting others remains at the heart of Lakewood, guiding its next chapter in a rapidly changing world.